From the Needed Files folder, open the cylinder assembly. Make the cylinder's body transparent, change to a right view, and review the assembly motion. Select the Mate command, change to Advanced Mates, and add a Width Mate. Select the Width Faces, then the Tab Faces, and change the Mates constraint to Free. Click OK to finish. Click to drag the piston to see the new range of motion. Move the piston to the right and select the Measure tool. Measure the distance between the piston and the front cover's inside face. Close the Measure tool and select the Mate command. If the faces are pre-selected, they will be mated. Change to Advanced, Limit Distance Mate. Set the minimum distance to 0 and the maximum distance to 62 millimeters. Change the initial distance to any number in between and click OK to finish. Notice the range of motion is the same as with the Width Mate. Expand the Mates folder and after suppressing the Width Mate, review the range of motion. Suppress the Limit Distance Mate, unsuppress the Width Mate, and review the range of motion. Suppress the Width Mate again and review the range of motion. Unsuppress the Width Mate to continue. From the Needed Files folder, open the cutter assembly. Review the assembly and make the cylinder's body transparent if needed. Click and drag the claws to review the range of motion. Right-click on the blue claw and select Fix from the context menu. Drag the other claws to review the range of motion. Add a new mate. Select Advanced and Limit Angle. Enter the initial angle as 60 degrees, the maximum of 145, and the minimum of 35 degrees. Select the two faces indicated and change the flip dimension and mate alignment to see the different options. Click OK to finish. Click to drag the movable claw in order to evaluate the range of motion. Right-click in the blue claw and select Float from the context menu. Drag the claws to evaluate the range of motion. Select the cylinder subassembly in the Feature Manager and activate the option Make Subassembly Flexible. Now the cylinder subassembly's motion is available in the assembly. Select the cylinder subassembly and click on Component Properties. The Flexible option is also available under Solve As. Change the indicated bolt's transparency and add a concentric mate between one of the claws and the piston rod. Rebuild the assembly if needed. To select the transparent bolt, hold down the Shift key if an opaque component is behind it. Change the transparency to opaque. Drag the piston to evaluate the range of motion of the entire assembly. Edit the limit angle mate and change the maximum angle to 115 degrees. Drag the assembly and notice the reduced range of motion on the right side of the assembly. Edit the limit angle mate and change the minimum angle to 45 degrees. Drag the assembly and notice the reduced range of motion on both sides of the assembly. Edit the limit angle mate again and set the limits to the original values. Make the origins visible to see the assembly's origin location. Right-click on the Fasteners folder and select Hide from the context menu to hide all fasteners at the same time, and then hide the origins. Select the reference geometry, point command, and select the circular face indicated. Click OK to finish. If needed, show the reference points. Select Reference Geometry and add a coordinate system. Select the previous point and set the X and Y axis using the indicated references. Click OK to finish. Show the coordinate systems and hide the reference points. Right-click on the Fasteners folder and select Show from the context menu. Calculate the assembly's mass properties and select the new coordinate system as the reference.